news, everyone! Today we're going to talk about pride because yesterday I went and dealt with the court system and signed my diversion agreement to get the marijuana thing dealt with, and how I needed to end it as soon as possible, and that's the best way how. Given that I do have a clean record, I managed to get a diversion agreement that will dismiss both charges, so yay. It was going to cost $508 in total by the end of March 31st, but went and talked to him and set it up so it could end by February 28th, so I could actually start with my insurance job. And yeah, the sooner that starts, the better, because the longer everything I had to burn into my head about insurance and just the business world in general, because that's a new experience to me. I need the experience, and I need to get out there and start doing and get to going with it. Just because the sooner the better. I'm going to be in that job for a long time. It's commission based. I intend on using it to start to grow. I intend on being with the company for a very long time, because in 6 months or so, somewhere in there, that's what I keep hearing, and I think it keeps getting pushed back, back a little bit, but I don't know exactly when, but they're planning to expand into Colorado, and whether it actually be Boulder or Denver or the suburb of Denver or wherever, either way, whatever large metropolitan, I'm assuming Denver, because that would be the biggest metropolitan area just to work with, obviously. But either way, I'll be moving there eventually, which gets me out of Oakley, which stops me from having to drive all across the freaking countryside to all the different towns to do what I'm going to have to do that. Because I'm going to have to make phone calls, talk to businesses, go talk to business owners, and then go sign people up, go do a bunch of paperwork with a bunch of different people and stuff. It's insurance. I'm going to be driving all day. It's not going to be the greatest. But getting over there into a larger metropolitan area, everything's a lot more neat and packed, and I can, instead of driving 3 minutes, I may spend 30 minutes in traffic. That is an entire possibility, but for a big city, there's stuff to do. It's not Oakley, Kansas. Denver's fun. But the only way I was able to get this deal to happen and make all of that possible is because I agreed to have everything done and paid sooner. And I talked to them and I was honest that that is what I needed. So I intend on having it all paid up tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, because tomorrow's Sunday. Next week. And I think I have to go Wednesday or Thursday because of their times with courts. And I have to make another phone call for that. But I have to do drug counseling thing, see if I have a problem, see if I need to follow anything else, which, no. But I get all that done next week. I can be done with this by February 28th, which is wonderful, which means I get to change my work schedule. I get to start actually doing that every day. But my sleep schedule is a little screwed still, so I have to work really hard on that. And yeah, I kind of skipped sleep last night to help with that. So we'll see. Anyways, but the point of this is pride. And the only reason I was able to make all of this happen and get everything going just a month sooner, not having to skip meals, not having to. I called Grandpa. I swallowed my pride and I asked for help. Those of you who know me, I don't do that. I don't like asking for help. I'm a prideful son of a bitch. I will starve first. But that was the best option for me. And I sat there and I thought about it, and I had to make sure that that is really what I wanted. But getting that started and getting that month sooner, that's another just month of my life to get a practice in before it actually goes to move and expand make sure I know what I'm doing enough and to be good enough at what I'm doing to be able to go with that expansion. Because obviously I'm a newcomer, so yeah, someone else might get picked. There's a couple other newcomers and people for stuff, so yeah, I just need to make sure. The fact I'm more than happy to move is obviously a benefit as well, but yeah. Ray, single bachelor! Yes. I know a lot of you are cussing me right now. I love you, Tyler. But I'm glad I didn't have kids. I love Aiden. I love kids, and I want kids, but not yet. I wouldn't be comfortable raising a kid the way I'm living right now. I wouldn't be happy with it. I wouldn't be satisfied with my ability to be a good dad to that kid and my ability to spend all the time I needed to with my son or my daughter, whatever. But that's just me, and nobody's ever ready for kids. I get that, but I don't want to be stuck somewhere. I want to travel the world and just go be free. I can have kids after I have seen the entire world, or I find a woman that wants to join me in the endeavor. But back to pride. Now, you guys know I'm not willing to swallow my pride for shit. I am one of the most stubborn sons of bitches you will ever meet. But being overly proud is a bad thing. And there's a fine line, I think. But to a lot of people, it's not so fine, where you can be very proud and very strong willed and be 100% fine. But not knowing when you need to swallow your pride, that time, whatever the situation is, when it is the literal best thing in your interest to swallow your pride and you won't do it, why? Now, this isn't a fight, this isn't a you, it's just doing the things that are going to benefit you in your own life. Like starting a needless fight, for instance, among friends. Me, my pride says I start many fights with Ryan all the time because I don't want to actually fight with him. So he just kind of deals with me, and I just kind of deal with him, and we wrestle every once in a while and just kind of keep the peace because yeah, that's how we are. We both know how to fight and like to fight. If we had a mat, we'd be sparring a lot more, but we don't. We need the mat because I like my jiu-jitsu and I like to throw. I can't do that on concrete. But anyways, so even then, I have a lot of pride in my martial arts, my study of how to fight, and our wrestling. Because I like to take a limb and I like to, but I've had a fair bit of training as well. I've studied it. I learned from grandpa, I learned from my uncle. I had jujitsu in the Navy. I studied it the entire time growing up because I wanted to. So I know a fair bit. And I take a lot of pride in that. But if I come against someone who I know is far superior to me in martial arts, I have to yield that pride. I don't have a choice. Because there's no way, shape, or form I can prove any other way. That's like going to a dojo and yielding to the sensei. You have to. And if you don't, what are you going to do? Are you going to fight the sensei? No. And sure, you want to be that prideful and that dumb and actually pick a fight with your sensei. What happens? You get the ever living shit kicked out of you until you decide it's no longer a good idea to fight your sensei. But that's a little bit of a drastic analogy for pride, but there's a lot of little things in life. Just someone asks you for something and you just ignore it, whatever, or you don't wanna because nah, fuck that bitch. Why? If everyone's just amicably, amicably, generally kinder to each other, not necessarily overly nice, just hey, you want to grab me that? Okay, that's it. Don't intentionally make it worse. Don't intentionally cause problems in life. Why? Why just be a dick to be a dick kind of thing? And I realize that not everyone's like that, but everyone also has those people and those things and those masks and what they will and won't say. So where does your pride come into what you actually care about what they think of you? What's the relation? Because there has to be one. That mask is part of your pride. Not everybody stands 100%. You're talking about a subject and you feel as strongly about it as you do. Someone talks about woman beaters. I'm all for it. Let's kill them all. That does not portray any of what that actual rage is. So everyone only shows a little bit of themselves with everything they do. Unless you are truly in the moment and truly doing something, doesn't matter. If there's people around, you are paying attention to the other people. How often do you forget that the people are there? Like 100% forget that they are there. And the instance of a fight is one of the best moments because you will see what your instincts are. Run, cheat. Well, I won't say cheat. If you're going for low blows, if you want to throw blows, if you're like me and you simply want to take a limb. I don't like doing this. This is not my preference. I love counters. You throw a punch at me, I'm taking your arm and then I'm either planting you by your head or planting you on your face or coming up your arm. It's quick and easy. If you're superly huge, I might take your knee and come for your throat because I don't want to fight. I love to fight. I absolutely love to fight, but stupid fights are stupid. And if it ends in one, any further than that is a stupid fight. But that's just me being a cocky asshole. Forgive me. Sorry. But I'll end it there today. Just remember, share with me your stories. What times can you remember that your pride has kicked you in the dick? Because, nah. Time you turned down a job that could have helped you out because you were better. Something that blew up purely because, nah. Something you knew you should have done. Something you regret. Something you decided to not do because you were better. Think about how those things have impacted you and share with me those stories because I got way too many times that my pride has kicked me in the dick. Way too many. My pride has made me more of a Goomba than any other thing. And it's even my pride against myself and going against my gut. And then, oh shit, I'm wrong. So tell me, what do you think? What's happened to you? And again, how are you guys improving yourselves? What are you doing every day? I got word from Troy today. He's almost caught up on one bill and about to finish and working towards finishing another. Then he's going to be debt free. How many of you can say you're debt free? I can say I'm debt free because I refuse to accrue debt. I don't have a credit card. But how many people out there have credit card debt and just are not really trying to fix it? That is the first thing you want to fix. If you have credit card debt, fixing that first is literally the best thing you can do in your entire freaking life, because the longer it takes, the more interest is paid, and it will just continue to prevent you and tell you you can't do stuff, because you really can't until it's gone, because it will continue to eat your funds. So work on it. It's a wonderful thing, and I'm glad he's doing it, dude. He is succeeding. He is achieving the goal he has set for himself and how he wants to better himself. Yay him. He's a human being, a successful human being. Success isn't making it to being a millionaire. Success is in the everyday things you do and what you actually accomplish and feel good about yourself. Because he feels awesome about the fact he's working towards it and actually getting there with it. He's succeeding in it. He got a new job too, and it's working for him. Hell yeah. Once I get my new job, I'm going to be like, hell yeah. And I'm going to be busier than hell, running around not knowing what the hell I'm doing every day. And I'm going to be confused and love it because hooray, it's different. I'm going to learn about every little town around here and everywhere I have to go to and every business and every person I have to talk to in my day to day with the new job. It's going to be freaking awesome. At least to me, because I'm not shy person, even though a lot of times in growing up in school, I walked around, I was very quiet. I am not an extroverted person at all. By all means, I am an introvert. But when you actually get me yapping about something I love, I will keep talking. Me and my mom can literally talk forever. Me and my mom, getting out of our house never happens because you're stuck talking to me or her. It's usually like 45 minutes after you actually intend on leaving, unless you're actually in a hurry, and then we'll tell you to get the fuck out. But about 30, 45 minutes after, just because we're in conversation about whatever. Could be anything, could be something. But yeah, I generally walk around work. I'm relatively quiet. I occasionally pipe up. I'm working on that. I'm trying to bring out more of the me into the real world rather than just coming out when I want to go to a bar and get laid or just with my inner group of friends, because I don't know. I kind of feel the rest of the world deserves to see this side of me, which is part of what this is because that's why I don't have notes. Is so I just rant and cover what I wanted to talk about with y'all. And the way my mind works, I kind of figure it out as I go, and as I'm continuing to tell you guys what I want to talk about, I get my next topic, and I could keep doing this forever. It's kind of dumb because I'm just sitting here feeding you my brain. But I'm almost 20 minutes. I'm gonna piece the fuck out. If you need to talk, get a hold of me, message me, let me know. We will be in contact. All you'll have to do is message me. That's it. Some way, shape, or form. We will communicate. But love you guys. Peace out. I'm gonna go do stuff. I'm gonna clean my car today, get the trunk all cleaned out, and do some detailing. So yeah.